The Nintendo Switch 2 isn't just a next-gen console, it's shaping up to be one of the most exciting platform upgrades in the gaming world. From groundbreaking performance leaps and backward compatibility, secret Switch 2 editions of iconic games, surprise third-party ports, to accessory innovations like microSD Express and webcam compatibility, there's a tidal wave of information to break down. In this deep dive, we're covering everything: improved resolutions and frame rates and legacy titles like Splatoon 3, rumors of Super Mario Wonder and Legends Arceus getting upgraded editions, Elden Ring Tarnished Edition's ESRB rating leak pointing to an imminent release, and a new player in the storage market offering 1TB microSD Express cards for Switch 2. And yes, more webcams are about to work with your console thanks to firmware updates from major brands. So let's get into the ultimate Switch 2 update roundup that will redefine how we think about Nintendo's newest console: backwards compatibility. Like never before, Nintendo Switch 2's secret weapon. While the Nintendo Switch 2 has plenty of shiny new features, what's really turning heads in the gaming community is how it breathes new life into existing Switch titles. And we're not talking minor tweaks, we're seeing transformative improvements. Let's start with Splatoon 3. According to recent analysis by Tech Insiders, the Switch 2 doesn't just slightly improve visuals, it takes resolution from dynamic 864p on the original Switch to a jaw-dropping to 160p for K on the Switch 2 in docked mode. That's a 5 to 6 times resolution increase in certain scenes. On top of that, locked 60 FPS in both docked and handheld mode ensures buttery smooth gameplay, eliminating the frame dips that occasionally plagued the original system. The Hub City in Splatoon 3 especially showcases the new horsepower. Previously choppy and inconsistent, it now runs with 0 drops, demonstrating that Nintendo's optimization on Switch 2 isn't just a gimmick. It's a true next-gen leap in performance. And Splatoon 3 isn't alone. Games like Super Mario Odyssey, Zelda, Link's Awakening, and Echoes of Wisdom are seeing significant boost both through brute force and targeted free updates. If you've got a backlog of Nintendo Switch titles you never finished due to performance gripes, now's the time to revisit them. Nintendo Switch 2 editions are coming, and they might include surprises. One of the biggest under-the-radar developments involves a potential wave of Switch 2 editions for beloved Switch 1 titles. Unlike free patches that simply bump resolution or frame rate, these editions are rumored to include expanded content, new features, and even physical re-releases. With updated box art, sources have indicated that several key Nintendo franchises are being quietly prepared for this treatment. Let's break down the most promising candidates. 1. Super Mario Wonder. Super Mario Wonder was a massive hit, yet it never received DLC, something unusual for such a strong performer. With Mario's 40th anniversary coming up, fans are speculating that a special anniversary direct could announce a Wonder Switch 2 edition, featuring additional levels, HDR support, and improved visuals. Nintendo could bundle it with a Celebration Collection or offer a $20 upgrade path for existing owners. 2. Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom already benefiting from smoother frame rates and faster load times. Both Zelda titles are prime candidates for full Switch 2 editions. Rumors suggest enhanced cutscenes, voice lines, and a second screen-style companion app for deeper immersion. 3. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, another strong seller. This title is expected to receive a DLC expansion with its Switch 2 re-release. Think added worlds, new enemies, and possibly multiplayer co-op functionality with updated Joy-Con features. 4. Xenoblade Chronicles X and Pokémon Legends Arceus. These titles are begging for Switch 2 upgrades, with Xenoblade X code referencing a hidden 60 FPS mode and Legends Arceus being a fan favorite. With room for graphical improvement, Switch 2 editions seem like a no-brainer. 5. Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. This beloved remake launched with a 30 FPS cap. Fans are now hoping for a 60 FPS patch, enhanced textures, and widescreen optimization in a Switch 2 update. So far, Nintendo hasn't confirmed the full list, but leaks suggest a second wave of announcements is coming soon. Elden Ring Tarnished Edition for Switch 2. ESRB leak sparks hype behind one of the most exciting third-party developments. Elden Ring Tarnished Edition has just received an ESRB rating for the Switch 2, suggesting that a release announcement is imminent. This isn't just a port. The Tarnished Edition includes the new starting classes for additional armor sets, new weapons, and combat skills customization options for torrent your trusty steed, quality of life enhancements, and the full Shadow of the Erdtree expansion, complete with new enemies and an entirely new map. Timing couldn't be better, with Bandai Namco set to host a summer showcase on July 2nd. This event is expected to feature new titles like Code Vein 2, Little Nightmares 3, and Shadow Labyrinth. If Elden Ring doesn't show up there, Insiders say a Nintendo Summer Direct likely in mid-July is the next logical announcement venue. Whether it appears in a third-party showcase or Nintendo's own presentation, expect Elden Ring Tarnish Edition to be a graphical showcase for the Switch 2, and a must-play for RPG fans. Storage Wars. Team Group enters the microSD Express market for Switch 2. One of the biggest hardware headaches early adopters of the Switch 2 have faced is the lack of high-capacity microSD Express cards. Lexar's 1TB options sold out almost instantly after launch, and restocks have been scarce. Now, Team Group, a respected storage brand, is stepping into the ring with its Apex SD 7.1 microSD Express cards, tailored for Nintendo's new hardware. They'll offer 128GB, 256GB, 512GB, and the highly sought-after 1TB options, while pricing hasn't been finalized. This is great news for gamers tired of juggling downloads or deleting games just to install new ones. Remember, even if you buy physical cartridges, many modern Switch 2 games require partial installations or patches, and with games like Elden Ring, Metroid Prime 4, Beyond, and Legends EA rumored to be a massive open-world RPG dropping this fall, you'll need that extra space sooner than later. If you're shopping for a microSD Express card, keep an eye on stock trackers and official retailer announcements. Team Group's entry should help stabilize supply and maybe even drive prices down. Webcam compatibility on Switch 2 is expanding. Here's what you need to know in an uncharacteristically open move for Nintendo. The Switch 2 allows third-party webcams to function so long as they meet certain technical requirements. Unlike the original Switch, which lacked any camera support for users, the Switch 2 leans into features like game chat, video messages, and multiplayer titles that use video. Nintendo has its own official webcam, but brands like Elgato and Ugreen are now updating their firmware to make their existing webcam models compatible. Here's how it works. Plug in your USB webcam if it meets the codec and driver requirements. It should activate automatically. If not, a firmware update from your cameras manufacturer may be on the way. Games like Mario Party Yambori already use camera-driven minigames, and with more titles adopting video features, having a compatible webcam can add another layer to your Switch 2 experience. So before you rush out to buy Nintendo's official camera, double-check if your current webcam might soon work with a simple firmware update. Final thoughts. Switch 2 is already delivering, and we've barely scratched the surface. Whether it's stunning performance boost in legacy games, whispers of enhanced editions with new content, or the promise of third-party titles like Elden Ring, the Nintendo Switch 2 is proving to be more than just a minor upgrade. It's quickly becoming a powerhouse system capable of blending nostalgia with modern gaming power, and with companies rushing to support it, whether through better storage, camera compatibility, or enhanced accessory ecosystem. Switch 2 is gaining momentum fast.